It is what it is, baby. Amaru Don TV. Reality, truth, and I'm out. No games.
People were talking about radio, and we were talking about who's controlling radio.
Yeah.
So, like now, say for example, someone like a Tiny or a Gigs or a Skepta now wanted to get their music on the radio. Like, how possible is it for them to get their music played on the major stations?
Anybody could get any play on radio. Yeah, we'll edit you out. I know everybody. Anybody could get any radio play if they have a budget in America to pay for it. Point blank. Like, everybody allocates their budgets on the side for promotional purposes, and they put it as quote unquote promotional purposes, but they pay to get play.
So you think on payroll that still goes up?
Yeah, of course. Like, you kidding me? Like, it doesn't matter how hot your song is. If you don't have no political power or money, like, who gives a fuck? Like, you'd have to be like, you know, like Tiny Temper is like probably the most famous in the U.S., but it's only because he has support from like, you know, like Jay-Z bigging him up. He has hit records. I linked him with Wiz. You know, they got a record. But the fact that, you know, he did a song with Snoop, he did like organically all the hard work, Dolo, and then it's like he's forcing people to hear who he is by connecting with the artist. And then that's like a perfect formula, because a lot of people used to always think that nobody could connect with like the artists out here because of the accents and the lifestyle, and it doesn't make sense. Why would I fucking do a record with somebody from far away? But in reality, there's a hood in every fucking country. Like, everybody thinks similarly the same way. It's just the lifestyle is different. But people are just ignorant, point blank. But when they meet and then they see each other, and people like Snoop Dogg, who's open-minded, he's been out here, you know, it's just not fair, because a lot of the artists in America, they don't even tour. So they wouldn't even understand. But people like Snoop Dogg, who has a worldwide, you know, connection with everything, even me. If I was just a DJ DJing in New York, I wouldn't really give a fuck about what's going on here. But the fact, it's kind of like not fair. I tour here, I go to France, I go to Asia. So I understand like what the hell's going on out here. But that's why people like me and like Snoop and Drake and everybody else out there that's doing songs, Chris Brown, I mean, you see they're connecting with people out here. Yeah. You gotta look to them and just learn from, you know, the music output. At the end of the day, if the music is whack, it's not gonna go nowhere. But the fact that the music is hot, it's gonna be popping.
And with that, have you ever heard like people talking about how sometimes the YouTube numbers are being inflated? Yeah,
like websites have been doing that for years. They even got like, yeah, they got this. Some guys, they create like this little machine that just goes up and down. It's like a little magnet with a weight, really? And it keeps pressing the buttons so the hits can go up. I'm not gonna shout out. I don't know about labels, but I know websites that do that, and then they just charge people. But I'm not gonna shout out who they are. But you know who they are.
So how real is this game? How real is this music game then? Because it seems like there's a lot of illusion put out there. Like.
Yeah, it's always an illusion. There's a thing called fake it till you make it. Like, this is number one. If you know, you just gotta like bullshit lie. I mean, I lied in the beginning. I may believe I DJed for Diddy, which I didn't. I may believe I toured the world. That's how me and Russell got cool, because he assumed, you know, this is like 1991, where 92, like, no way. What the fuck am I going to China for, Japan? I just make like fake flyers, and then I just hand them in like Def Jam, Sony. I would just put the flyers on. They'd be like, yo, who is this kid going to Asia? But then I gotta call fucking China, yo, was Whoo Kid in the club? So those lies got me to meet Russell. I got cool with him, I got cool with Chris Lighty. And then I didn't have to lie anymore, because once you get cool with those execs, you don't really need any more lying. You know, even Clue used to lie and make believe Steve Stout managed him. And then just from that one lie, everybody just was on Clue's dick, like, oh, Steve Stout was the manager. Because at that time, Steve Stout had Nas, he had Jay-Z, he had all these guys, he was doing all it. So it's like, if you had Steve Stout as your manager, it's like, people give you respect, people give you music. That's why he always had new exclusives. So it's just like, I learned from him lying. I was like, I'm gonna lie like crazy then, fuck that. But now I don't have to lie no more. It's so funny because you lie like crazy, and now Diddy's like my homeboy, you know. But sometimes lies just fuck you up, because I remember I was on Much Music in Canada, and they had me in Much Music, Puff Daddy's DJ. Like, that's how far bad the lies were. Like, I was doing TV shows, and I'm coming out the TV show with a Sean John suit. I bought a whole Sean John suit so I could look like I was really with Diddy. And then Diddy's manager Harv Pierre was watching on cable in New York. He was like, fucking Whoo Kid, man, it's fucking doing right now. And then he called me, I mean, he was laughing though. But all I did was get a drop from Diddy to do a mixtape, and then I just made believe that I was his DJ. But you just gotta, like, you know, take this, you know, because the whole industry is a bunch of liars anyway. So why would you go in there with truth? So if you go in there with lies and attack the lies, then, you know, you can make money off of that. Everybody out there, come on, Lady Gaga, she wasn't all that. Nah, she's like supposedly, quote unquote, like, gay lover, I love gays. You know, gay for pay, whatever they call it. Like, it's a but yo, you just gotta be like, you just gotta know how to promote yourself. Easy as that. And then lies is the way to do it. And then when you go home to your family or your kids, those are the only people you just don't lie to, because that's your real life. People be looking at rappers like, you know, like Eminem and all these guys, they think they're crazy. But these guys got regular lives. They go home to their kids and shit like that, and they care about who they love. They don't give a fuck about the billions of people that just looking at him in character. I mean, you just gotta, like, you know, 50 Cent's not killing people every day, like people are so stupid. Like, you know, we come in the club, everybody's scared, or, you know, it's sheer ignorance. But labels have been doing it for years. They just like make money off of ignorance. You know, they, you know, it's unfortunate Tupac, B.I.G., all these people died off that shit. But you just gotta, like, know how to maneuver and manipulate it yourself, and that's what I did. But now I don't have to lie no more. Thank God. I don't even lie to hoes and shit. If I want to get head and shit. That's it. You just gotta think ahead. You gotta have plan B, C, D, E. Especially in hip hop, it's not like you're a lawyer or a doctor and you know, like, you know, you're getting residuals or you're getting a check or some shit like that. Whatever you put out is what you make.